So good morning all of you, this is Mistry sir here. So as we studying about the semi-solid dosage form, right, that is ointment, paste and jellies. So we covered the most of topic from this chapter, right? So let's see, that is a ointment. We are studying about the ointment, that is the semi-solid dosage form. We covered the classification, then ointment basis, then classification of ointment basis. The classification of ointment basis, this topic we are studying, right? Currently this topic we are discussing, right? So let's summarize it. That is the classification of ointment basis, right? So that is as we know, that is our ointment basis is very, the basis of ointment basis is very important for preparation of ointment, right? So and the classification also are given here, and already we have discussed its properties also, right? And we know that one single or individual kind of ointment basis does not possess the all kind of properties, right? All kind of its properties. So that's why these recommendation are given for us to use the more than one kind of ointment basis, right? And ointment basis is very important for the preparation of semi-solid dosage form, right? So as our medicament, as like our medicament, our ointment basis plays an similar role, right? So as we know, that is there is a ointment bases are classified on or divided into four type, that is oleogenous basis, absorption basis, emulsion basis, water soluble basis, right? Water soluble, emulsion basis, absorption basis, on oleogenous basis. So already we have covered the oleogenous basis. So oleogenous basis, let have a overlook or summarize it. That is a oleogenous bases are the water insoluble hydrocarbon or vegetable oil or animal fat or waxes, right? And the constituent of our hydrocarbon, that is a soft paraffin and liquid paraffin, right? So in which our oleogenous bases, there is a three kind of example of oleogenous bases, as like a petrolactam, also called as soft paraffin, then hard paraffin and liquid paraffin, right? So the soft paraffin, liquid, hard paraffin, then liquid paraffin, these are the purified mixture of hydrocarbon. These are the purified mixture of hydrocarbon. These three are the purified mixture of hydrocarbon, and these all obtained from the petrolactam. So petrolactam is a one kind of liquid mixture, right? And it obtained from the rock extraction. If you do the extraction on rock, we will get a petrolactam, right? So soft paraffin, so as I said, that is a soft paraffin, or all paraffin are a purified mixture of hydrocarbon, right? But soft paraffin is a semi-solid purified mixture of semi-solid hydrocarbon, right? And hard paraffin is a purified mixture of hard or solid hydrocarbon, right? And the liquid paraffin is a purified mixture of liquid hydrocarbon, right? Means the presence of hydrocarbon are represent the whether it is soft, whether it is hard, whether it is liquid, right? So you should remember this thing. Soft paraffin is a purified mixture of semi-solid hydrocarbon, then hard paraffin is a purified mixture of solid hydrocarbon, and liquid paraffin is a purified mixture of liquid hydrocarbon, right? So this is the three example of our oleogenous basis, right? Oleogenous basis, and it has a lower absorption, right? It has a lower absorption, right? So afterward we also discuss the some reasons regarding the our oleogenous basis. Means nowadays what happened, our oleogenous basis loses their importance or popularity, right? Because there is a fifth reason are given for losing the importance of our oleogenous basis, because our oleogenous bases are the greasy, then and sticky in nature, then difficult to remove from the cloths and skin also, then and also oleogenous bases has a property that retain the body heat, due to we will feel the discomfort, right? Then the oleogenesis basis does not help to absorption of water, absorption of drug, right? Means the absorption of our drug minimized by the oleogenesis basis, then prevent the drainage of oozing or subcutaneous secretion from your skin, as well as our perspiration, right? Means perspiration, then cutaneous secretion are prevented by the oleogenesis basis. So because of this reason, we know that is the importance of our oleogenesis basis becoming loose, right? Then afterward we also discuss the our absorption basis, right? And absorption basis is a anhydrous substance, right? Anhydrous substance and absorb water, right? Anhydrous substance means the substance which does not contain the water, right? Or waterless substance are called as a anhydrous substance. But the absorption basis has a the character of our absorption basis, that is anhydrous substance it is, as well as it can able to absorb the water, right? It can able to absorb the water, and due to absorption of water they has a property to retain their ointment like consistency, right? Ointment like consistency means the absorption basis shows the semi solid consistency, right? And our absorption basis also classified on the two way, that is non emulsified basis and water in oil emulsion basis, right? So and also we discuss this kind of emulsion basis, non emulsified basis, as well as water in oil emulsion basis, right? Non emulsified basis we know that is used to produce the OW kind of emulsion, for example wool, alcohol, bases, with excess cholesterol, right? And water in oil kind of emulsion bases are able to absorb the more water than the non liquefied bases, right? For example anhydrous wool fat, this is the one example of water in oil kind of emulsion basis, right? And hydrous wool fat, that is also called as the lanolin, right? So you should remember this all thing. So this portion we discussed in our previous lecture, right? So let's begin from the today's point, that is a wool fat. So wool fat is a absorption kind of ointment basis, right? As we know that is, and wool fat able to absorb the water, and the wool fat falls under the non emulsified basis category, right? So let's see what is that. So wool fat, it is a purified fat like substance obtained from the wool of sheep, right? Wool of sheep means our wool fat is a purified fat, means some purification are to be done here, right? Done with the wool fat, right? And it is a means purified fat like a substance and obtained from the wool of sheep. So sheep is a one animal, right? And from the wool of our sheep or wool of sheep we can obtain the, or we can form the wool fat, right? Then also known as anhydrous lanolin. So our wool fat also known as the anhydrous lanolin. Anhydrous means it does not contain the water, but it can absorb the water, right? That is a wool fat also called as anhydrous lanolin. Then our wool fat can absorb 50% of its weight of water. Means this is the one very important point, that is the wool fat can absorb the 50% of its weight of water, right? Suppose we take a 10 gram wool fat, right? 10 gram wool fat, and that 10 gram wool fat can absorb the 50% of its weight of water, right? Means 10 gram wool fat means this is the weight of our wool fat, right? Total weight of our wool fat, and that 10 gram wool fat can absorb the 50% of water, means 5 ml water easily can absorb by your wool fat. So this statement said that wool fat can absorb the 50% of its weight of water, right? तो अगर 10 ग्राम अगर हम लोग वूल फैट वे करते हैं, तो जो 10 ग्राम वूल फैट है तो उसके अंदर एबिलिटी है कि वो उसका वेट का जो 50% वेट है उतना अमाउंट ऑफ वाटर वो एब्जॉर्ब कर सकता है. मतलब उसका टोटल वेट हो गया 10 mg, तो वो 5 ml या फिर 5 mg जो वाटर है उसको एब्जॉर्ब कर सकता है, राइट. तो दिस इज द फीचर्स ऑफ आवर वूल फैट. देन इट इज wool fat is used in ointment where large amount water added in hydrocarbon basis. right? Means wool fat are generally used where there is a necessary to add the large amount of water, right? And you know that is the ointment is a one kind of emulsion also, right? So if suppose we use the suppose we are you are preparing the ointment, and we need to add a more amount of water, right? So that time or that condition, there is a suggestion for using the wool fat kind of ointment basis, because it able to absorb the 50% of water of its weight, right? Then it is a main constituent for simple ointment basis and eye ointment basis. So there is a specification are given for using the wool fat basis. Like if we wanted to prepare the simple ointment basis, that time the wool fat are recommended for that particular preparation, right? As well as if we are going to prepare eye ointment, right, that time also there is a wool fat are suggest, right? Wool fat and suggest. So you should remember that that is for the preparation of eye ointment as well as the simple ointment basis, that time also there is a recommendation for use the wool fat, right? So simple ointment basis, this is the not a preparation of ointment, this is the base, and this simple ointment base is used for the preparation of ointment, right? So you don't confuse with the ointment base and ointment, right? So this is the quite different thing, right? So you should remember that is for the eye ointment there is a prefer the wool fat as a ointment basis, right? As a constituent for the eye ointment basis and simple ointment basis, right? Then our hydrous wool fat. So this is our second kind of example from the absorption basis, right? That is called hydrous wool fat. So hydrous wool fat also known as the lanolin, right? Also called as the lanolin. As we know that is this is the water in oil emulsion kind of basis, right? As we know that already we are discussed it, that is water in oil kind of emulsion basis, that is a hydrous wool fat, that is lanolin, right? It able to absorb the more water than the above kind, means non-emulsified basis, right? And have a similar properties like a non-emulsified basis. So anhydrous wool fat, it is a purified fat like substance obtained from wool of sheep. So as similar, the source of our anhydrous wool fat are similar like a wool fat, right? Are similar like a wool fat. So wool fat, we know that is the wool fat also obtained from the wool of sheep. So as similar, our anhydrous wool fat also obtained from the wool of sheep, right? And this is the purified fat like a substance, right? Purified fat like a substance. Why it is called purified? Because some purification are done here, that's why it called as the purified fat like a substance, right? Then as I said, that is our hydrous wool fat also known as the lanolin, right? So this is the one name of our anhydrous wool fat, another name of wool fat, that is lanolin, right? Then it is soluble in water but insoluble in ether and chloroform. So there is this statement or this sentence are given the instruction regarding its solubility, right? Regarding its solubility means our hydrous wool fat are soluble in water, right? Soluble in water. We know that is our anhydrous or water in oil emulsion basis able to absorb the more amount of water, right? According to their weight, right? Means 50% of their weight it can able to absorb the water, right? So you know that is on a hydrous wool fat soluble in water, but there is insolubility are given, that is ether and chloroform. Means our anhydrous wool fat does not soluble in ether and chloroform. Suppose we are prepare the emulsion by using some ether or chloroform, that time there is avoiding the use of anhydrous wool fat because it is insoluble in this organic solvent, right? That is the ether and chloroform. So in water it is soluble, right? Then anhydrous wool fat is a mixture 70% weight of wool fat and 30% weight of purified water. So there is a composition are given, right? There is a composition